Kiddos, so I want to go really quickly this rhetorical analysis handout that is due tomorrow at midnight. I'm going to repeat that. It is due Friday, October 25th at midnight. So I need y'all to get that in ASAP. That's not a thing. Sorry. It's been a long day. I'm very tired, so bad jokes will happen. And, what are you going to do? I'm a video. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so step 1 right here is all about figurative language. So this literary devices we've been talking about. Your directions are choose one example from I Have a Dream and copy those to this page with the correct citations. When I say citation, I mean you're going to give me king and the number. And I know I didn't give the number, but I was teaching when I came up with this example. So you will give the number, for example, like king 1. Then you're going to analyze the impact the use of that piece of figurative language had on the text as a whole. So we got figurative language, and for your convenience, I gave you a definition and an example. Several of these are silly. Several of them are from songs. I'm sorry, y'all. This is who I am. I'm weird. You know that. You should be used to that by now. All right, so this is just, you don't have to type over here. This is just to give you the information of what you're looking for. Here is your example. So what you're going to do is you'll go through the text and you'll try to find examples, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, Miss Withers is so mean. She's making me look for all these things, and oh my gosh, she's so mean. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm joking. It's been a long day, y'all. Nonetheless, what you're going to do, you are going to look over here under this document, which I'm about to add to Google Classroom in a moment. And you're going to look at all of these cool examples your classmates gave you. So today during class, what we did is we went through this. I put people in small groups. Some people were looking for alliteration, some for allusion, all that good stuff. And then we came together to make a list. And so all you have to do is pick an alliteration you like. Say, I'm going to use dark and desolate. So you can copy, paste. You already have your evidence and your citation. Whoa. Now, if you use one of Miss Withers' references that she pulled out of her brain muscle and she didn't happen to have the citation for, you're going to be a studious little student and go find the quote in the text and give me that paragraph number. Now, if you want to, you can control find dark and desolate right there. Then you can just count up the paragraph number. All right, so that's what you're going to do there. And then all you have left to do is analyze. So overall meaning for alliteration is pretty straightforward, right? My example, I said, this alliteration is reinforcing how hot it is in the summer. Metaphors are going to be a little more complicated, right? You'll have to explain what the metaphor is doing, what it's trying to make the reader think, feel, all that good stuff. So I am fully aware that will be more complicated, and that's also okay. It don't make me mad that you're going to have a short one under alliteration and then a long one under, metaphor. All right, now this column was tripping a lot of people up, and I promise it wasn't intentional. I didn't mean to make it complicated. All I really am asking here is what rhetorical device that's not how you spell device, excuse me. Device is Dr. King using? And so, see, you don't even have to use the ethos, logos, pathos term. I mean, if you did, it'd make me happy. But see here, I said, this alliteration impacts rhetorical meaning by creating an emotion. I was typing so fast. Reinforcing the heat and therefore making the listener feel bad. Now, if I was writing a whole paper about this line, and I think I could do it because I am crazy, I would have to mention that I think this sweltering of the summer is probably a metaphor for more than just the heat. Referring to all the unfortunate things that happened the summer of 1963, all that good stuff. But notice, did Miss Withers go into that? No. So you don't have to tackle all the things. If you're on alliteration, just talk about what the alliteration means. That's a literal thing. Also, please do not use sweltering summer and then summer-er and then use my exact meaning and rhetorical meaning, blah, 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 blah. There are 2 or 3 more. Don't use sweltering summer. That will irritate me. All right, so that's step 1. Let's scooch down to step 2. Could you load more quickly, computer? That would be very nice. I went too far. No, I didn't. It didn't go far enough. All right, so step 2. This is where we're going to get into the rhetoric of it all, which we've already sort of been touching on. Choose one example from I Have a Dream and copy those to this page with the correct citation, just like we did with the last one. Then analyze the impact of the use of that rhetorical device on the text as a whole. So, ethos, you give me an example. Pathos, you give me an example. Logos, that one's going to be hard. Just do your best. And then finally, you're going to come in and tell me the impact of the rhetorical device. And that's just, what does it do for the writing? What does using that tactic do for the persuasive nature of the speech? All right, finally, step 3. I know you're like, oh my gosh, when is this woman going to stop talking? I promise I'm almost done. So step 3, you're going to free write. It's a response. It's a free write response. Words are hard. And your writing prompt is this. After reading Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, consider what Dr. King means when he insists on a need for justice. Write a 5 to 7 sentence paragraph explaining Dr. King's definition of justice. Be sure to use evidence from the text. Simple? Simple. All right, so that's all you're doing. You are using this text, using these examples that we have curated for you, and you are going to fill in this graphic organizer, and it's just going to give you a more rich understanding of that, a more rich understanding of the text as a whole. All right, I hope this was helpful. I will see y'all soon. Bye-bye.